the lockers out. Empty pumpkin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I had a little bit of troubles with the Jeeps over the last couple of weeks, and so I'm kind of at the house licking my wounds a little bit, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, what the game plan is going to be, because winter's coming. Winter is coming. Anyway, I pulled the XJ in. I was able to get a hold of Randy's Ring and Pinion. I want to give them a huge shout out if you guys are in the market. I know holidays are coming up, and there's been some people talking about gears and lockers and axle setups and stuff. If you're in the market, buy from Randy's Ring and Pinion. They're local out of Everett, Washington, and I won a couple of raffle items from them. They're lifetime guarantee stuff, but they're raffle items, and there's no paperwork and no guarantee when you break stuff like this. And anyway, so I took a shot in the dark, and I contacted Jonathan up there in Everett, and he told me strip the locker out, and if I pay for the taxi on the way up, that he'll pay for the ride home on the locker, and they're going to go ahead and rebuild it for me. It's a Yukon Grizzly. It's in a Dana 30, 27 spline, high pinion, reverse rotation, 373 and up. At the time I got it, it was about a $700 locker. Now I think you can get them for in the $600 range, but that means I have to reset my gears up. I gotta go through the whole front axle and do the whole shebang again, which I really wasn't looking forward to. They can rebuild this one. They're gonna rebuild it. They're gonna put it back in a package and send it back to me. So what I got is Mr. Cherokee. We're gonna go Bad Daddy Bratty style on this one, and I put her underneath the carport. I got a little table set up. I got my tools out, and I'm just gonna. We got to tear the front axles out. We got to take the front tires off. Take the unit bearings out, and then that'll let us get down to the pumpkin. Inside the pumpkin, we'll pull the mains off after the axle shafts are slid out. Once the main caps are pulled off of there, then we'll go ahead and take the carrier out, set the carrier on the table, and then get it packaged up and ready to go. I did ask, being it's going to come back to me and go right back in the rig, whether I need to break the ring gear off of it. I hope I don't have to break the ring gear off of it, because then I'm going to have to retorque it and get new bolts, which isn't a big deal, but I really don't want to do that a second time. I trust my gear guy more than I trust myself. But anyway, that's the obstacles I got to overcome. I've got it up on the jack now where the tire's free floating, and so part of the thought process when I was on the trail, if you watch the video from last week, I'll put a little tab up here for you. It's probably going to be on this side, actually, over here. Click that and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was popping real bad on the trail, and it seemed like that every time one of these front tires would get applied traction or get applied torque, right as it would try to climb the rock, or right as it would try to grab and get real good torque, the locker would let go. Pop, 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 pop. And I was wondering whether it was transfer case, whether it was front ring and pinion, or whether it was locker. I've heard a lot of ring and pinions. I've heard a lot of transfer cases go out, and this didn't sound like either one of them. It was just kind of a weird loud pop. Again, watch that video and you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so once I got off the trail, I needed to diagnose whether it was going to be ring and pinion chunks or whether it was just the locker itself. If it's ring and pinion chunks, you can't drive home on it. You got chunks of metal floating around in there. If one of those chunks picks up in that reverse rotation gear set, you can lock up that gear set, and then you'll lock up the front end while you're driving down the road. I had my kids with me. I had to drive another 100 miles to get home, and it wasn't worth it. So what I did is I went ahead and jacked it up, spun the tire over so I could listen to the diff, and that's what I got going on right now. So I'll just go ahead and show you kind of what I heard once I got off of the trail and started to diagnose it. Same tire came up. I lifted this tire on the trail, and see if I can get it on the sound. And normally with this Yukon I could go one direction with one tire on the ground, but as soon as you would give it any centrifugal, it would just bind right up and you wouldn't be able to move this tire because it would be locked to the other side. Now it's got some, it's like that spring maybe broke in there, the side spring or something. But the other thing I noticed too is I got noise in the drive line too. So anyway, I'm gonna tear all this fun happy jazz apart, send that locker out, and hopefully we get her back here in the next couple of weeks. Didn't have a tripod to film for you guys, so this is just a vlog update. Sending it out to Randy's Ring and Pinion. The ring gear looks good. That's all good. Part of the end game on this whole batch of modifications is I'm going to get rid of my 35s on the Cherokee, and I'm going to go back to a 33-inch tire. I originally ran a 305 70/16, which is a 33 12.2 12.3. On a 16-inch rim. They're too much for my Cherokee. So I'm going to go back to it. I can't get the Duratracs in the 305 70s. That's why I went to the 35s, to stay with the Duratrac. I don't want to change tire. I really don't. I priced some other stuff, some Discoveries, some Coopers, and some other shit, and I don't like them. I want my Duratracs. I really love the Duratracs. That's what I built it for. So I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of aspect ratio width to keep my Duratracs. I'm going to bring it down another inch, because when I went to the 35s I put these in and I raised the shackle. I put Daystar bump stops in, so as you can see I've only got about 2.5 inches of up travel. I want to get all my up travel back. I've been rubbing both sides on the control arm and on the frame, and I've been rubbing up here and I've been rubbing back there. I added a whole bunch of bump stop in there when I went to 35s, which cost me my up travel. So basically I'm going to go down in tire size. I'm going to leave my gears. I'm going to fix all my axles. I'm going to fix my steering. I might go WJ crossover and dual piston caliper brakes. But yeah, I'm going to go back down with all this stuff, put the chromos back in it, fix the locker, go to a 285 75/16, which is a 33 11/2/16, so I'm going to lose quite a bit of width and some tire height, but my Jeep just loves the 33s and it was built for 33s, so I'm going to go back to that, and I'm going to get my flex back and my squish animal back. I'm going to upgrade my shocks, upgrade my steering, upgrade my brakes, and get this thing driving again like it was supposed to. So anyway, that's where I am for the day. As soon as I get this locker back from Randy's Ring and Pinion, I'll throw it all back together. I'll remember to charge my camera for you so you guys can get some good camcorder footage. But anyway, for right now, there's a Cherokee. We got a little bit in store for Pine Tree too. Stay tuned. Give me a sub. Give me a thumbs up. Come out and join us on a trip. Winter wheeling's coming. We're getting ready. Appreciate you guys being here. Talk at you soon. Lots going on. Take care.